All right,
Hey
y'all.
there.
Hi, Dontavious.
Hey, y'all. All right, y'all ready to get started?
Yeah.
All right. So we're back again. Of course, I got to speak with you guys about a month and a half ago. All right. And of course, got to meet Dane in person when I was there, which was awesome. But yeah, let's get right into it. So of course, today here with Teague, he just jumped another PR. All right. And yeah, Teague, go ahead and introduce yourself. Let us know what school you go to, and what state you compete out of.
I'm Teague Jasper. I go to Healdsburg High School and I compete in California.
All right. And Teague, what was your PR at the start of this season going into your sophomore year?
My PR was 6'4" and 3/4.
All right. And where are we now?
Just jumped 6'7" at Arcadia.
Oh, yeah. So just jumped 6'7", has some good looks at 6'9", right? And Teague, go ahead and walk me through that competition, man. Like, what height did you open at and how did it feel?
I opened at 6 feet and the nerves were really getting to me. I mean, I haven't jumped at a meet that big in a minute, and it was definitely something I had to get used to again. And, I did my visualization and popped over 6 feet by a mile. Felt great. Went to 6'3", easy. 6'5", I hit the bar with my hand, and which sucks, which caused me to get second place. But that's all right. And then cleared 6'5" and got 6'7" on my third attempt.
Oh, yeah, man. So you got it on third attempt, right? So what was that like? I think you had the clap going too, right?
Yep, I always get the clap going.
All right, so you had the clap going, you had it hype. To get a bar on your third attempt, of course, that's different, right? It's like you really put it together. What was it that kind of brought you over on that last one?
To be honest, I felt like this is the biggest jump of my season so far. I just need to do everything in my power to just get the bar. And like everybody's clapping. It's one of the biggest claps I've had in a minute. I was just ready to pop over that.
Yeah, for sure. And Dane and Tar, did you guys get to watch it? Did y'all get to go to the meet?
Yeah, I was there. And what I remember about that jump is I could see this sheer determination on his face. And as he came up to the bar, like he made these fists, like he was just determined and nothing was gonna stop him. And it was really awesome to get to witness it. And then I jumped up on the fence and I like somehow was like way up high on the fence going, yeah. I don't know.
That is so awesome.
It was
Um,
hilarious.
yeah,
Yeah.
and Dane,
And
what
I
about
was
you?
I I was in NorCal, so Sienna and I were watching the live stream, and she figured out how to get it up on the TV in the living room. So we were watching the different live streams, and we found the one that had the jumps, and it was pretty cool. And we were also able afterwards to go back and like go through each jump, and we would just kind of drag it forward and back and kind of watch his attempts. And so it was really cool to see that at 6'9" he was like almost there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he was almost there, and that's so great that you guys got to experience it. I know mom got to be there, and of course, dad you were watching with his sister on the live stream. So yeah, and I know last time I was actually in California, Teague actually got to jump to 6'6" in practice for the first time. And one thing that Teague said to me in practice after he got it, he was like, "Man, I feel better now that I've been able to get over that bar. I'm going to be confident at it." Right. And he went up and he went and got it, I believe, a week or two after that moment. But the 6'7", that's a little bit different because Teague, you haven't been able to get that one in practice, right? So you pretty much had to go to the meet, a really big meet, like Arcadia is a big meet, right? As a sophomore and really go and put it down, man. So I'm really proud of you. I know your parents are proud of you. You're a sophomore, you're one of the top 10 sophomores in the nation, one of the best jumpers in the country, and you're doing so well, man. So really great job, Teague. And I want to pull your jumps up here.
I'm so proud of you, honey.
I love how they featured you Teague, on the when you had your medal and you were walking off.
The cameras like follow them.
And Teague, you did a good job with your social media here too.
Mhm. Yeah.
Thank you.
We're at a track
Hey,
meet right now for his sister.
that was it. All right. Antique, we also got the 6'9" here.
Let me see it.
All right.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Oh,
All right. Let's slow it down. Boom. So you're like right above this bar. You kind of come down on it a little bit, all right? Um, and one thing that I talked about with you, Teague, was that us just learning how to bring a little bit more, even in our arms, like the way that we're swinging our arms, like even more power and aggression, to kind of get up over this bar. Um, Dane, one thing I told T when I texted him after he got done, after he cleared the 6'7", I was like, man, you're a sophomore and you're 5 inches away from 7 feet, right? And he
Mm-hmm.
said he never thought about it like that. Dane, what's your reaction when you hear something like that?
I'm just so proud of him. It's
Yeah.
wonderful to see him putting in the work and the effort, and then also that yielding results.
Oh yeah, for sure. And Tara, what about you? Of course, he's been improving, but of course he's just getting better and closer to the top here.
yeah. He just keeps blowing me away. And I love that competitive nature he has. To do his absolute best, his PRs at the biggest meets, like when he was at the New Balance Nationals, 4 PRs in one meet, and then at Arcadia to PR again and nearly do 2 PRs. I mean, you almost got that 6'9". So like that, it's just this ferocious competitor that is just so, it's inspiring to get to be your mom. Yeah,
Yeah,
his mom.
Thanks, Mom.
Yeah, honey.
yeah. And Teague, when you a couple weeks ago, you ended up jumping like 6'3" in one of your meets, or you were attempting that bar and you didn't quite get it. Um, and you posted in the community, you were like 6'3", like please help. That's the post you made. Like
That
you're
was
like,
at
man,
Stanford.
yeah.
Yeah.
He was like he had the worst meet, one of the worst meets of his life, he felt like. And I saw the post and I'm just like, man, only if he knew what was in store or what's to come, when he's able to bounce back from this adversity, right? Um, because one thing I know about, the athletes and Teague, of course, is that you don't stay down forever. It's like if he's willing to come back, still hop on coaching calls and still go to practice and do drills and still try to get better, eventually he's gonna have his time and his moment. And he really did have it in Arcadia. Went 6'7", really good looks at 6'9", and of course more to come. Every bar from here, like he's just getting closer and closer to being a 7-footer, which is literally a 1%er, like in the high jump world. Like only 1% of all high jumpers can ever really ever get that bar, really less than one. And of course, Teague is going to be one of those for sure by the time he graduates high school, but we're going to keep edging it out until we get there. Um, and Teague, for you, what's your goal for the season now?
My goal is to jump 6'8", and I'm gonna do it
Yeah.
this weekend.
Oh yeah, most definitely, man. We definitely got another inch in us this weekend. That 6'9" jump was a really good jump. The way you got over that bar is probably good enough for 6'8". So I do want you to understand, T, going into this meet, you don't have to do anything different than what you've already done. Okay, like you already have the ability, you put the work in, and now it's just all about going out there and doing it. All right. And Teague, I have a question for you. So Teague, as a sophomore high jumper, you're really good for your grade level. You're one of the top jumpers in the nation. But what would you say to another sophomore who may be struggling or who may feel like they've had the worst meet of their life and they're looking to really get that bounce back and get that confidence back? What would you say?
I think it's like two things. The first one would probably be like preparation is very important. Like not even just the day before you meet, like the whole week before you meet, you gotta understand and have your goals in your head and thinking about what you want to do. And then also just like going out and going jumping, going to the gym when you don't want to do it. You got to do it.
Yeah, for sure. So you talked about, of course, looking ahead, being prepared, right? And you also spoke on doing the things that you don't want to do, even when they feel difficult, even when you're tired or you feel like you're not doing the best, still just getting out there. So thank you for sharing, Teague. And let's hear from Mom. So, Mom, for you, of course, seeing your son, he's young, he's very talented, he's doing really well. But of course, he's had some adversity that he's faced. He's had meets that he felt like he didn't do so well at. And of course, you guys are there to pick him up. What would you say to another mom who may have a son who's a sophomore in high school, um, who, their son may not be doing as well as they want to, and they're looking for a breakthrough? What would you say to that mom kind of supporting her son?
Well, I would say that, well, I think that if he really wants to do it, the best way to support him is to, well, feed him well, get him good sleep, and make sure that he does like plyometric exercises to support his whole body in the jumping. Um, and oh my gosh, hold on. Husband has a really weird thing on him. Oh, shit. Okay, I got it. Sorry, that was, I don't know what that was. It was like a crazy spider thing. Okay. Um, and um, and tell them to believe in themselves. You've got to believe that you can do it. So if they can believe in themselves, then they will do it. Yeah.
Yes, and thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
Like you say, make sure they eat, get some sleep, you know, the little things and, the things that are big, especially to mom. Um, and Dane, for you as his dad, like, what would you say, to another dad who may be, have a son who's high jumping or doing any kind of sport, trying to make it, and, maybe they're not doing as well as they may want to, or maybe they're right on the verge of a breakthrough. What would you kind of say to, a dad who has a son like yours?
Well, you got to um, appreciate their effort and, encourage them to stick with it and not give up. And, like I say in their schoolwork, when they're struggling in their schoolwork, I really want them to talk to their teachers and express an interest in having success because their teachers, just like their coaches, they want to see them succeed. And teachers and coaches can both be like scary people to go talk to, but that's the key to getting the good advice that you need or the help or support. I'd also note, as we're talking about teachers and whatnot, Teague is not only succeeding on the field, but he's also succeeding in the classroom, and that's important. It's great if you're achieving good results on the field, but if you're failing to also pay attention to your academics, then you're not going to get the most out of the opportunity that you have in school to both learn and to excel in those sports activities. And so I've really appreciated the effort that Teague has put into to his academics. So as I think about what other parents or what other kids might do, it's about using those resources, teachers, coaches.
Yeah. And that was awesome. Thank you for sharing, Dane. Like you say, you know, for a young athlete to be able to use what they have in front of them, if they're ever struggling, like you say, it could be scary sometimes to talk to a teacher or a coach or even sometimes parent, but that is, like you say, where they're going to get um, basically the knowledge that they need to take them over. And Teague has been an example of that. Teague has
Mhm.
been a rock star athlete in this program from the start. He's been on the calls. I remember during the summertime, he was taking notes and things like that. So, you know, he's just really reaping the fruits of his labor at this point, and he's going to keep going. And I'll end it as I always do, and I'll say Teague, and also family. Looking forward to seeing y'all on the next one when he gets another PR. All right.
Awesome. Thanks, Dontavious, so
All right.
much.
Thank you,
Thank y'all.
Coach.
Talk
Bye.
soon.
Bye, T.